Hello mortals, I am the booktube goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube. I was tagged to do the Femathon book tag by the Bookish Sock. The original tag was by Books and Chocoholic, which she made as part of the Femathon readathon. Now I don't believe you have to do the readathon to do the book tag, so let's go ahead and have some fun.
So prompt number 1 is an ugly book cover you love.
Well, I went ahead and picked The Female Man by Joanna Russ. If you don't know, The Female Man is the classic feminist science fiction novel published in 1975. The novel is set in contemporary times, or in this case in the 1970s, but it is intersected with parallel dimensions. And the main character is Joanna. Did I mention the author's name is Joanna Russ? Anyway, Joanna, our main character, lives in contemporary America, and she meets Janet, who is from a parallel dimension where men have died out 800 years before, and is presented as a type of utopia. They also intersect with a couple of other women from other dimensions or timelines, including Janine, who lives in a world where World War II never occurred and women never entered the workplace. And they meet Jael, Jael, who is from a dystopic world where there's a literal war between men and women. Now, I didn't quite know what I was getting into when I got my copy of The Female Man at a used bookstore, but the cover was really interesting, but had nothing to do with the story. And the cover I'm thinking of, they had this like Marvel Medusa with the red hair twisting around. It was a very odd cover and probably a little bit of a sexist cover, which is ironic considering the book that The Female Man is.
Next is a book that displays authentic female friendships. Like, they don't have to be the best in the world or the worst or like putting other people down or whatever. Like, all of those things can happen, and all of those are things which do happen sometimes. But I'm talking about the friendships that just seem absolutely real. Like, yes, you're not perfect. You're learning about friendships. This is just so realistic. It's not like, I read a lot of sci-fi and fantasy. I don't expect things to be realistic always, but it's nice to find a book that displays like genuine friendships sometimes.
How about The Female Man by Joanna Russ? There are almost no male characters in The Female Man, but only relationships among women, including in the utopia world of While Away, where Janet is from and all the men have died, but she has a wife, a female and female marriage in 1975.
The next prompt is a protagonist strong in her femininity. There are all sorts of depictions of women and all sorts of women doing their own women things, their own women ways.
How about The Female Man by Joanna Russ? Joanna, again, the main character Joanna, not the author Joanna, is a woman trying to make it in a man's world, and it's complicated. She calls herself the female man as a way to make herself equal to a man, but still female. Now you know what the title is about.
The next prompt is a matriarchy, for the sake of being a matriarchy, because we love a matriarchy.
How about The Female Man by Joanna Russ? Janet, the woman from the alternate dimension of While Away, is from a society, again, the female-dominated utopia, where she never knew patriarchy because, of course, men no longer exist. So it is the ultimate matriarchy. Also, Jael, the woman from the alternate future with the forever war between the sexes, of course, is on the side of women.
The next prompt is a book tackling feminism?
Well, I don't know why it's on my mind, but The Female Man by Joanna Russ. Need I say more? This is the most influential feminist science fiction book ever written. It contrasts four realities. Our reality, a reality where women never entered the workforce, a reality where there are no men, which is a type of utopia, and a reality where men and women are at literal war with each other, trying to kill the other gender off. So the contrasts, the discussions between the characters, the development of the plots, The Female Man not just tackles feminism, but it's an all-out cage match.
And next we have a book that is a guilty pleasure. So like maybe something you've been made fun of for reading, or something that maybe society has told you is like, ooh, I don't know where I'm going with this.
How about The Female Man by Joanna Russ? I actually don't know if it's a guilty pleasure per se, but I have sort of a guilty pleasure recommending it to people because I just find it funny that they don't really know what they're going to get into. Bonus, favorite book by a female author with a female protagonist. How about Crucial Start by Jacqueline Carey? Did I fake you out? Seriously, Crucial Start is one of my favorite adult fantasy. It is very adult, about a woman who rises up through this pseudo-French fantasy society that's very sexually progressive, shall we say. Please read the blurb before you pick it up because I'm sure there are trigger warnings for some people. So let's tag a few people. I'll tag Star Reads YA, The Booklectic, and how about The Bookish Realm? Ashley, are you up for that? Until we meet again, may all the books you read be blessed.